Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Let's go, D.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
36 to Mike. And let's get on track. Line 36. Line 36.
Third and long. It's Wilson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Shoot. Man, Eddie.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. SOS. Watch twist. You go, young lady.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Watch the screen. Back. Topper.
Balaj. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hey, exit.
From the 38, Darnold. This is complete to Watkins on the slant.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Darnold on third down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
95. What? Twins.
Cook. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check. Wide. Get wide. Hey, go. Motion. Reset. Run pass.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down now. It's Cook, and he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That second down play nets a -4. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
One left. Big stop, let's go. Check 3. Hang out. Bam.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 52 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They run it with Balaj. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now it's Darnold. And this is caught by Watkins. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, high 7.
Now Darnold. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let him know. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Hey,
Throwing again is Darnold. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. In for the score. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Check.
On 2nd down, Cook. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Screen 80. you over. I'm going to run you over. Joker, 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 joker. Fuck that. Let's see it. Let's go.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check 315. Check 53 is mine. Hey. Get that quarterback.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Front left. 53 is the mic. Got it. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike. Mike 53.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That'll be complete to Cook. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, 80. Shoot. Yo, 80. Hey, wahoo.
Darnold from the gun. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Stay with your man. Seven's a Mike. Mike 7.
To throw is Darnold. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. This is taken at the 3. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, lady. Tighten up. Watch that, watch that, watch that. You're red, 80. Hey, zoom. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. Darnold now right at the 300-yard mark with still a quarter plus to go. It's 1st and 10. To the air again, Darnold. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. It looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Forty. 36.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Hey, Charlie. 57. Mike, 57.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
Good stuff. Keep doing it.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is Just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40, past the 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalvin Cook saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Bills cut into that lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like,
that's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 56 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run here with Balaj. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Ain't no move. We taking weird calls. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. You don't want to go. Man, 80. We got the ball.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Again, it's Cook. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. Still on his feet. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Four down. Jim.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
53 is the mic. In your face.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will get him 1 closer. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Balaj. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Under 10. Lady. 57 is the mic. Watch 57. It's just me and you. It's just me. Red 80.
Back to throw, Darnold.
Check.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Johnson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles